Real estate is one of those special asset classes people hold close to their hearts. Who doesn't want to own their own piece of land? And who can't but marvel at those glistening high-rise buildings that we see nowadays? Well, I'm here to tell you that physical real estate is for the boomers. We are in a decentralized digital age and tokenized real estate will be all the rage. My name is Guy, and in this video, I'm going to be giving you exactly what you need to know about Decentraland. So be sure to stick around. Before I get cracking, there are a few things I need to get out of the way. As usual, I am not a financial advisor. Sorry. This is given for your education and nothing more. Also, if you're new to the Bureau, welcome to our community. I post these videos regularly, so be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Get them while they're hot. Finally, be sure to watch till the very end if you want my personal take on Decentraland and the potential for mana in the coming year. Okay, enough mumbo jumbo. Let's get cracking. Understanding exactly what Decentraland is can take some time. Some people don't ever really get it, but for others it clicks right away. Let's take a few moments and break it down. First, Decentraland is a virtual reality platform entirely decentralized, built on Ethereum's blockchain. On Decentraland's platform, users have the ability to create and monetize their applications and content. The 3D virtual space within the platform is both traversable and finite. Decentraland refers to this space as L.A.N.D, L.A.N.D, which is a non-fungible digital asset that the Ethereum smart contract maintains. We'll discuss what we mean by non-fungible in a moment, but for now I want to focus on exactly what Decentraland is and what it has to offer. Land within the Decentraland platform is split up into parcels, which are designated using X and Y coordinates. Parcels within the platform are purchased using Decentraland's token, mana. When a user buys a parcel in Decentraland, they permanently own it. As a result, users on the platform have complete control over their land. They determine the scenes, can create interactive applications, or develop exciting games. Content on the Decentraland platform is stored and distributed on its decentralized blockchain, while ownership of content and transactions are confirmed through the Ethereum network. So, you can basically be a digital developer of your own decentralized land that people will want to buy. Instead of building condos, you can build content in your digital real estate. It's a pretty cool project, and I want to tell you more about how it works. But before we get to that, I want to briefly go over non-fungible digital assets. Non-fungible tokens, also called NFTs, are basically collectibles in a digital format. Simply put, they are crypto tokens that identify a unique asset. There are 4 key characteristics that you should be aware of when talking about non-fungible tokens. First, they can't be duplicated. Second, they can't be counterfeited. Third, they can't be printed on demand. And fourth, they have permanence and ownership guarantees, much the same way as Bitcoin does. I don't want to get bogged down in the details of what non-fungible tokens are, so try to think of them as something that isn't easy to trade or mix with other assets or goods. However, if you feel like you could do with learning more about non-fungible tokens, take a moment to check out my video on the topic right here. For now, let's move on to how Decentraland works. We've already covered that Decentraland is a decentralized virtual reality platform powered by Ethereum's blockchain. What we haven't covered are the 3 layers that make up the Decentraland protocol. These layers are defined as the consensus layer, the content distribution layer, and the real-time layer. We've already covered a lot of the consensus layer, which uses an Ethereum smart contract for ledger and ownership purposes. These parcels of ownership are the non-fungible digital assets which are identified by a unique X and Y coordinate. This layer also contains a description file, which is how each landowner tells the platform what they want to serve at their respective locations. Users on the Decentraland platform connect to the Ethereum blockchain to retrieve updates regarding the current status of the L.A.N.D smart contract. L.A.N.D is purchased by using mana, which is an ERC20 token with a fixed supply. Mana tokens are used as proxy for the value of purchasing a new parcel. We'll discuss the mana token more in a bit, but for now, just know that a L.A.N.D contract burns up the mana while creating a new L.A.N.D entry in the registry. The content distribution layer is a decentralized system of storage that Decentraland uses to distribute content needed to create its virtual world. For example, every parcel in Decentraland has to be rendered. As a result, a description of each parcel is kept in a file and retrieved from the smart contract when needed. This type of decentralized distribution is what allows Decentraland to continue working without the need of a centralized server. With a decentralized system in place, Decentraland creates a world that can exist with users distributing content. This helps to shift the cost of running the platform to those who also benefit from it. At the same time, it creates a censorship-resistant world because it aids in eliminating a central authority who might keep others from participating or suddenly change the rules without warning. Contained within the various files are descriptions of each parcel, which Decentraland uses to render the parcel. The files also tell the platform what services are offered by the landowner, as well as the placement of any objects within the parcel and their behavior. These documents have to inform the platform of three things. First, it tells the platform of any textures, 3D meshes, audio files, or other pertinent information needed to render the parcel. These are used by Decentraland to determine what content is required for each piece of land. Second is the scripting entry point. This piece tells the platform how the content should be rendered within the parcel, along with any animations or applications that should exist as well. Scripting entry points also coordinates the positioning of objects, the timing of sounds, and how a user may interact with an object. Third are the P2P interactions. This provides the client with a way to establish a connection to the server via user-to-user connectivity. It also coordinates user position while enabling messaging and voice chat on the platform. The last piece of the Decentraland protocol is its real-time layer. Through the real-time layer, users communicate with one another via peer-to-peer connections. Since Decentraland doesn't use a centralized server, it needs these types of connection to establish social interaction amongst the users. Users in Decentraland will have access to an avatar, messaging, voice chat, and the ability to interact with the platform's virtual environment. Not too shabby for an industry built on make-believe currency, huh? Anyways, if any of this is unclear to you, I've linked to some handy resources below that could help you out. Now, the really exciting thing about all of this is that Decentraland isn't just a pipe dream, it's a reality. On February 20th, the platform's metaverse officially opened for public use. After years of hard work, the Decentraland team saw its efforts come to fruition. With its launch, Decentraland implements a wide range of features for its platform, including an SDK that allows builders to develop any type of interactive 3D scene they want, a builder so users can drag and drop content into interactive scenes on L.A.N.D parcels, no code needed, a marketplace that allows users to trade virtual land, avatar wearables, accessories, and names, a world explorer that makes the Decentraland platform accessible to everyone via web browser. So, as you can see, it's a thrilling time to be part of the Decentraland project. Another piece of the Decentraland platform we should discuss is its DAO, or Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Decentraland's DAO is the owner of some of the most important assets and smart contracts that exist within the platform. These include the content servers, the marketplace, wearable, the estates contract, and the L.A.N.D contract. The DAO also owns a significant amount of mana, which gives it the ability to be entirely autonomous while subsidizing select initiatives and operations throughout the platform. Since Decentraland focuses on providing a completely decentralized world, it has always planned on giving control of its platform to those who play and create within it. As a result, users determine what policies are enacted through the DAO to control how the virtual world works. This can be anything from what types of wearables are allowed within the game to content moderation or L.A.N.D auctions and policies. How does that happen? The Decentraland community proposes and then votes on policy changes, potential L.A.N.D auctions, builder and marketplace updates, and anything else the community as a whole considers relevant to the platform. Throughout the next 12 months, users can expect to vote on a wide range of issues. These include adding more features to the platform through land and estate protocol updates, determining marketplace and sale fees, allocating mana for development purposes, adding or replacing content servers run by the community. With a DAO, Decentraland users have influence and control over the development of the platform, giving them the opportunity to shape how their virtual world works. Let's move on now to some of the use cases for the Decentraland project. At first glance, there doesn't appear to be very many, but if you dig a little deeper, you'll actually discover quite a few. For example, Decentraland's scripting language allows for the creation of games, applications, and 3D scenes within its platform. This language can handle a wide variety of tasks, including handling platform physics, creating objects, developing sounds, loading textures, and managing external calls. Decentraland also encourages content curation. Users on the Decentraland platform can get together in areas of shared interest. Doing so helps to drive other users to the content created by the landowners. Users have the option to put up billboards in high-traffic areas, promoting events, products, or services. It wouldn't be entirely unreasonable to expect users to want to share their creations and products with other users and engage with them on a personal level. Another area in which Decentraland has a use case is through digital collectibles. The platform expects users to create, publish, share, and collect unique digital content on their blockchain. Just like users can trade digital assets on other blockchains, Decentraland expects the behavior to continue within their virtual world. Other Decentraland use cases include 3D design opportunities, professional development, training and education, and virtual tourism. Anyways, let's move on though and take a look at the tokens behind the platform. As the Decentraland platform launches, we're introduced to two digital assets. First is the L.A.N.D assets we've already discussed. If you don't remember, it's a non-fungible token split into virtual world parcels. The second digital asset is mana, which is an ERC20 token that gets burned when a user claims land. Mana is also used within the platform to purchase content or services. Decentraland's L.A.N.D utility is based on whether or not it's adjacent to hubs, if it offers an identity mechanism, along with its ability to host content. Creators and developers will want L.A.N.D so they can build their content on it and connect with their followers. Even though L.A.N.D is purchased at the same rate of 1 L.A.N.D for 1,000 mana, parcels are all different from one another, creating the potential for trading at various prices on a secondary market. The driver for these types of transactions could be traffic, content, or neighbouring parcels. So let's just take a step back to appreciate how epic that is. Just like developers do in the real world with plots of land, you can buy a Decentraland plot and develop on it. While you're not building condos, you are building content. Great content gets better prices. Also, the value of the development will be impacted by the parcels that neighbour it. So it's just like when a condo development in a rundown neighbourhood won't be worth as much as one in a swanky part of town. Anyways, when it comes to the mana token, it's used within the virtual world to purchase goods and services, which aids in creating value and utility for the token itself. There is a fixed supply of mana, which means that the more that's used to purchase land, the less that exists in circulation. So, if more and more people want to get involved with the Decentraland ecosystem, you'll have an increasing demand of mana tokens to buy them. And what happens if you have an increasing demand chasing a decreasing supply? Yep, increasing prices. Of course, this is holding all other factors equal. Let's switch gears now and talk about the Decentraland leadership team, as they seem to have the relevant experience. Decentraland's lead tech is Esteban Ordano. Ordano was the leader of the team that developed Streamium, one of the first apps used for scaling blockchain payments. He also spent time as an engineer with BitPay, where he helped co-create the Bitcore infrastructure library for Bitcoin. Ordano was also part of the teams that developed Copay and Insight. Another piece of the Decentraland leadership team is Ariel Meilich. As the project lead, Meilich relies on his experience in data analytics and venture capital to help drive Decentraland forward. Prior to entering the blockchain community, Meilich performed research on human decision-making, catering to clients such as General Electric and Amazon. Now, while solid leadership is essential to the success of a company, it doesn't hurt to form partnerships with other players in the same industry. For example, Decentraland announced a partnership with CryptoKitties as part of its public launch. Throughout the virtual world, users can be on the lookout for 5,000 different types of CryptoKitties, some of which will be special editions. The announcement with CryptoKitties is fairly recent, but Decentraland developed a few key partnerships prior to its public launch as well. For example, a little over a year ago, Decentraland formed a partnership with HTC. An industry leader in mobile technology, HTC announced that Decentraland would debut on its Exodus 1 blockchain device. If you're not familiar with the device, it was the first native blockchain smartphone available on the market. That means users can securely store all their Decentraland assets in Zion Vault, a private blockchain vault that comes pre-installed on the device. Now, although the phone wasn't very popular, it shows that Decentraland is making inroads with high-profile companies. This will serve as a way for the platform to show that it's serious about what it's doing and continue to attract partners who may want to advertise within the Decentraland virtual world. Even though Decentraland's platform has gone live to the public, the project has plenty left on its plate to accomplish. For those interested in diving into the details, you can find everything Decentraland plan on achieving in 2020 and beyond on its Trello project management site. We've provided a link for it below. For those of you who prefer just to get the highlights, here are a few of the things Decentraland has on its plate. Teleporting to target scenes within the platform. Selecting multiple items within the platform builder. In-world screen for scoreboards and vending machines. Ability to use pre-built scenes in the builder. Development of companion app. There are many more tasks listed, so if you're really interested in the Decentraland project, I highly recommend visiting their Trello site to learn more. Moving on though, what do the markets look like for Mana? Well, Mana is indeed quite a popular token and seems to do a reasonable amount of volume. Check out all the markets here. Binance, Coinbase Pro, Huobi, Bittrex, the whole shebang. Volume also appears to be quite well distributed through the exchanges, which is a pro from a price discovery standpoint. Taking a bit of a closer look into the order books, here is Binance's Bitcoin Mana order book. As you can see, there is a relatively deep order book with a limited bid-ask spread. See the depth of the buy-sell walls here. Pretty strong indeed. This means that you can place relatively large order sizes and you're unlikely to encounter that much order slippage. And when it comes to storage, given that Mana is an ERC20 token, you have a pretty long list of wallets that you can try. Take a look at some of our recommendations provided in the links below. It's time to wrap things up with a few of my concluding thoughts on the project. For those of you who have seen my video on non-fungible tokens, you'll know that I'm pretty bullish on the space. A unique way to trade rare assets that cannot be replicated or altered. If there's one thing that the CryptoKitties craze has showed us, it's that there is definitely a demand in the crypto space. When it comes to Decentraland, I think that this is one of the most promising plays in the NFT space. It's a lot more interesting to build your own piece of digital land than it is a simple CryptoKitty. You have way more customization options and it's a lot more of an immersive virtual reality experience. And let us also not forget that the land available at Decentraland is finite. There is only a limited amount of space for people to build their plots on. What happens when this land is all bought up? What do you think could happen to the price of the parcels? Those who scooped up Bitcoin back in the day are sitting pretty as we approach that 21 million supply cap. Those who bought valuable domain names in the early 2000s are laughing all the way to the bank. Then, for the project as a whole, that recent metaverse launch shows the commitments the devs have towards the ecosystem. They spent quite a bit of time refining the product, but have released something really quite impressive. Of course, there are risks. Just like there are with investing in physical real estate, there are risks that come with buying parcels. Be sure to develop in parcels you think may have the most value in the future. And what about those Mana tokens? Although prices are at a yearly high, they are still way off levels we saw back in 2018. But then again, so is most crypto. One thing is for certain though, an increased demand for land will lead to an increase in the price of Mana. How long will this take? I can't really predict. But if the recent price movement is anything to go by, it looks like it already has. And that is my review of Decentraland. Enough about what I think though. What do you guys think of the project? Have any of you bought some land? Let me know below. Also, if this video is helpful, then don't forget to smash up that like button. Your support is what keeps me going. Thanks to all my subscribers for your support. I want to give back to my community, and this is exactly why I run my weekly newsletter. In it, I share everything that I wanted to cover in the videos but didn't get the time to. I also give you my personal take on the markets, as well as some coins that I have on my radar. Sound intriguing? Well, all you need to do is insert your email address in the simple form that I've linked to below. You may be in time for my next newsletter, which you won't want to miss.